Un hombre que en el 2015 nos hizo soñar con esa bot lane. Y ese hombre es... ¡Mithy!
And on the red side, it's the deadliest Void Reaver in the tournament, racking up 25 kills in assassin mode last week. Put your hands together for Mithy's opponent. It's Levi!
On the side, the brush is on the side, so effectively. But Caitlyn is the 180 carry who can kind of counter that because she can put a trap in there and make it really hard for you. We did oversee the Teemo. Once again, was a bait.
Caitlyn at the same time.
Mithy does have Greenfire's gift though. If he can actually step out and just trade like one auto attack with Levi, it would be in Mithy's favor, just ever so slightly here. The game will not be decided level 1 when it's Kate versus Kate. Not exactly an all-in champion.
Wait, he started Q. Clicked on the wrong Caitlyn.
Once again, the casters are getting baited.
Yep.
Time to retire, Mitch. You
Is it
and me both.
Twice? Become an observer. So Mithy looking to utilize that Q to get the push going early. Good trades in between auto attacks. That's what you always want to do. The problem is Mithy, if he forgets about these traps being placed in the brushes next to him, he may pay the price later on. Obviously, he has a little bit of access to the wave earlier.
And notice how, again, he's just using Q on minions. Like, he knows, yes, I could try and hit the other Caitlyn, but that damage difference probably won't make that big of a difference. But getting the push advantage, especially if you can get these minions on the tower, where the tower will take some of them, you can suddenly get a bit of a CS lead.
Yeah, and he's definitely being rewarded for the push because the traps behind him are slowly fading away. Again, at least hitting 1 minion at a time. So when it does get sidestepped, just like you said, there is still value there. Pushing on.
But this is not the most exciting matchup. Like, Kate versus Kate is very much a farm fest normally, and then seeing, can I poke the guy down enough so he has to go back to base, take like a bad recall, and then maybe try some super risky trade in the end. But it's so hard for both these Caitlyns to actually like all in each other.
Yeah, that's why it's up to us right now to kind of highlight the nuances. Levi going in for an E auto attack trade right there because he knows he has to stay on the back end. That will fill up his mana again, so he may as well try for it. You never want to overtap your mana when you go for the crystals. He still has the push. Remember, Caitlyn can stack headshot much faster into brushes. That's why Mithy is always staying away from the other brush. Obviously, the fact that you can get auto attacks reset as well.
Oh, he really wants to get in there and smack him with a headshot, but Levi just staying just out of range, and we've been on this side for quite a while now.
Yeah, and that's kind of the cadence, you know. See headshot, step away from the vehicle, walk up for EQ combo. That's a good combo by Levi here. EQ into, obviously, the headshot that gets generated for free when you land that E. He takes some damage, and now the next wave comes in much sooner for the side of fire because it is near their tower, which means Levi can kind of turn the push around. If you trade long enough auto versus auto, the next wave will arrive when your initial wave isn't cleared out yet, and you will bounce the wave.
And I really like that I call it there from Levi, just saying like I can go in and actually use my full rotation, where Mithy has just been trying to poke the Qs over and over and hit like 1 or 2 only during the game. So Levi got that advantage going, and missing this one, sadly for him. Oh, this one is good though. Getting the barrier from Mithy. No mana from Levi. Now both of them will start sustaining with Warlords.
Yeah, obviously, sometimes it is good to use barrier, not in all-in, but just to make sure that you can...
Again, there is barely any all-in, you know. It really is a poke game. So yeah, if you do trade your barrier for some of his mana in some of these pokes, and maybe like 1 hit in return, good trade from Mithy there, but he's still slightly down.
And this means the first base goes to Levi, which means he can then control the next wave again with those items extra. He will likely choose the base here at the end, because otherwise if Mithy gets the bounce, the same thing will happen that we saw in the clear-off match.
It is just very hard though getting like an item advantage when it's 33 to 31 CS here. Even if he gets like 1 or 2 CS advantage, you end up just going like Doran's, and then like another potion coming in, and then you kind of go even anyway.
It honestly pays off at the end. If you get 2 of these situations where you base successfully, you'll get more items, which gives more pressure at the end if you're racing to 100 CS. Ooh. Or you can take a tower shot. That also works.
Let's just say it was the disrespect tower shot. Showing Mithy, I don't need this HP. I can take a tower shot. I can still beat you.
I wonder if he should have based there. He had like 1.8k gold. Definitely went for it. Maybe he wants to base on the cannon wave.
I mean, that's the important thing here, right? You know, they've been farming for such a long time. You can actually get BF swords, or you can aim for sustain instead and get some more lifesteal and not just value the full damage.
Look how Levi's also explaining the brush here. So despite having no mana, he's getting more headshots per wave, which means he can start pushing. I don't think the tower is really the objective in this matchup.
No, definitely not. It is hoping that Mithy either misses a CS because of the tower, or Mithy's busy last hitting a CS when Levi can then hit him once or twice for free. Now he's taking a lot of minions to try and get the relic. Oh!
Down to level 6.
And no barrier.
No barrier.
Used before, Levi just with enough damage. Great understanding of how much damage he could actually deal right there.
Yeah, he stayed because he didn't want to take the preferential base and go for the long game. He instead wanted to just reign dominance. He switched over just when that relic was spawning. Notice how he knows the map, because he played on the left side near the brush, generating push, generating headshots, saving his mana for poke. A few auto attacks in between while Mithy was farming on the turret, and then he switched right when the relic spawned. Mithy got baited out in the open. Should have probably based there. Got the headshot. Like right here, he's taking so much damage because he knows all he needs to do is just get Mithy.
I think also Mithy didn't realize Levi just needed one melee minion for level 6. Otherwise, he would never step forward to try and take it. Like